Hi and welcome to the video. In this video we're going to be looking at using GPU transcoding in an Emby or Plex container on Unraid. Sounds interesting? Let's get started. So guys, a really awesome new plugin has just been released which allows us to download a version of Unraid with built-in Nvidia drivers that we can pass through to a container. So what this means is in containers such as Emby and Plex, we can use our GPU to do all of the heavy lifting and transcode directly on that. Now I was lucky enough to get a sneak preview and help do a bit of testing on this plugin, and I must say it's working really well. And as always, the Linux server guys have done a really awesome job bringing us this plugin. So don't forget to just pop over onto the LimeTech forums and give the guys a big thanks for all their hard work. Right, so what we're going to be looking at in this video is installing the plugin and then downloading the custom Unraid version with the Nvidia drivers. And then we're going to be looking at setting up two containers, Emby and Plex, and getting them to do hardware transcoding. And then towards the end of the video, we'll be looking at the various caveats, how to avoid problems, and what actually happens if you do something wrong. Okay, so let's jump in and let's download the plugin. So head on over to the Unraid web UI, and then as always to install a plugin, let's head on over to the apps tab and type in a search for Nvidia. And click on Unraid Nvidia, and then click on the icon to install the plugin. Okay, so once the plugin's downloaded, just click on to done. And now let's head across to settings, and then if we scroll down to the bottom of the page, we can see here in the bottom left the Unraid Nvidia icon. Click onto that. So this brings us onto the settings page for the plugin. Now scrolling down here, we can see on the left hand side there's various info here which isn't filled out as yet. That's quite normal until we download the Nvidia Unraid build. But on the right hand side here, we've got various useful links. For example here, if you want to check that the drivers are compatible with your Nvidia card, then we can just click here. And then just click on the display driver, supported products, and you should see your card here if it's going to work with the driver. Now also which is useful to have a look at is the Nvidia encode and decode GPU support matrix page. And here we can see various things such as whether our card will decode H.264, H.265, and also here we can see the maximum number of concurrent sessions that we can have with our graphics card. Now I just want to reiterate the author's wishes regarding this plugin. Now please don't go discussing openly anywhere regarding this plugin and using a patch to unlock your GTX card, making it unrestricted like a Quadro card. Because let's put it this way, Nvidia are a pretty big company, and they get unhappy when people are not buying their expensive Quadro cards because they don't have to because they're patching their GTX cards. And when big companies get unhappy, they got a tendency of trying to make the person that upset them more unhappy than them through lawsuits. So please don't discuss anything that can make that sort of thing happen. Anyway, moving on, if we scroll down a little bit further on the page, we can click on this button here, and that will show us a far more comprehensive list of the GeForce cards which most of us have. Right, so leaving here, let's go back to the plugin page and let's download our Nvidia Unraid build. So looking at the top here, the version of Unraid that I'm running is 6.7.0 RC3. So I want to select here the same version as what I'm running. So just select your Unraid build and then click download and install. Okay, so just like installing any other version of Unraid, to complete we're going to have to reboot the server. So back to the main tab and click on reboot. So with the server rebooted, we'll go back to settings, Unraid Nvidia, and now you can see here the graphics cards that are installed in my server. We can see here the Nvidia driver version and the two GTX 1050 Ti cards I have in the server. You can see here the bus that the card's on and also the GPU uuid. So let's remember the bus of these two here and go across the tools and look at the system devices, and let's have a look for VGA, and right here are the same GPUs on the same bus numbers as what the plugin says they are. And the plugin actually identifies our graphics card that little bit further because it also gives us the UUID of each graphics card, which we used later on to tell the container which GPU we want to use inside of the container. Now, whilst we can use the same GPU in a container that we also pass through to a VM, when we have multiple GPUs, we can choose to use the one for the container that we're not often using in a VM, because obviously when a VM is using a pass-through GPU, it then can't be seen and used by the container. But more about this later on. So now let's move on and have a look at Nvidia transcoding with Emby. First, we'll just go into Emby and look how it is by default without the Nvidia GPU being passed through to the container. So let's go into the settings and then look at Manage Server and then Transcoding. And by default, you can see that Enable Hardware Acceleration when available is set to yes. And you'll also notice that you must have an Emby Premier subscription to use this feature as well. So for comparison, let's just play a video which will transcode without the Nvidia GPU passed through to the container. And we can see here that Emby is encoding and decoding in software. Okay, so now let's stop this, shut down the container, and then share the Nvidia GPU with Emby. And to do that, we're going to have to make some changes to the Emby container template itself. Now the first thing to do is make sure that your template is set onto the advanced view by toggling just here. And then scroll down till you see the part Extra Parameters. Now we're going to have to add something into this line here. So add --runtime equals Nvidia. After you've done that, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and now we're going to add two variables. So click on where you see add another path, port, variable, label or device, then in the drop down box at the top choose variable. So now we need to add a key, which should be written in capitals nvidia_driver_capabilities, and we should put the same in the description box as well. Now for value here, we need to put all in lowercase. With that done, just click on to add, and now we'll put in the second variable. So again, click on add another path, port, variable, label or device, choose type variable, and this time for key in capitals nvidia_visible_devices, and the same for the description. For value here, we need to put the uuid of our graphics card. And remember, we can find that in the settings of the plugin, so we need to choose which graphics card we want to use, and I'm going to use the second one here, so I'm going to copy out the uuid of GPU1, and I'll go back to my browser tab that's got the container settings on, and paste it into the value line here. After which, click on to add. And that's it, that's all we need to put in, so now we can just click on to apply, that will update the container, and we can use Emby and have it use the GPU to do its transcoding. So let's go back to the web UI. So on the web UI we need to go down to Manage Server, Transcoding, and if we want to see our GPU, we can just click on the drop down box here where it says yes and go on to Advanced, where we'll be able to see our graphics card listed. Now we don't need to have it on Advanced, just have it onto yes, but remember we do need an Emby Premier subscription. So go to that section and make sure you've got your Emby Premier key pasted in here. Right, so let's go back to the dashboard and see what happens when a movie's played with the Nvidia GPU passed through. You'll also see that I've opened a terminal window here from the Unraid web UI, so I can put in a command and look what's happening with the Nvidia GPUs. The command we use is watch space nvidia-smi. And as you can see at the bottom, it says that no running processors are found, so we know that none of my GPUs are being used at present. So now I'll start playing a movie, and let's watch what happens when that starts transcoding. So we can see on the Emby dashboard that Emby is both decoding and encoding this movie stream using the GPU. And this is confirmed by what we can see in the terminal window using nvidia-smi, that there's a process running on GPU 0, and at the moment the stream is transcoding at 285 frames per second. Okay, so let's stop the movie and close Emby, and then stop the container. So now let's move on to Plex and look at doing the same with that. But before we pass through the GPU to the container, let's just have a look at Plex running in its vanilla state. So on the left hand side, let's click onto Settings and scroll down here until we go to Transcoder. Then once here we want to click onto Show Advanced. And we can see an option down here, Use Hardware Acceleration when available. In Plex by default this is unchecked. So we'll check this now, then save the changes, and it's ready for when we pass the GPU through in a moment. And just like Emby had to have Emby Premier to transcode, well Plex needs a Plex pass to transcode as well. So now let's play a movie and watch it transcode, but without using the GPU transcoding. And we can see here that Plex is transcoding this movie, but unlike Emby, it doesn't actually tell you how it's being transcoded, whether it's using the GPU or whether it's using software. So with Plex, the only way to look at that is by running the nvidia-smi. And we can see here while that movie's playing, there's no processors running. That's because we haven't yet passed the GPU through. So now let's edit the Plex container template and pass through the same variables as we did with our Emby container. So let's make sure the template's showing the advanced settings and then scroll down again to where we see extra parameters and then put in --runtime equals Nvidia. Now at the bottom we want to click on add another port path variable or device, configuration type selecting variable, and then for both the key value and the description value we want to put in nvidia_driver_capabilities, and then for the value we want to type all. So then let's add that and then add the second variable. And then this time for the key and the description we want to add nvidia_visible_devices. And for the value, we need to copy the uuid of the graphics card, which we want to use in the container, from the settings on the plugin page. After you've put that in, just click on to add, then at the bottom of the page, just click on to apply. So now let's open the terminal window again, and open the Plex web UI. Then to see what the GPU's doing, again we'll run watch space nvidia-smi, and at the moment no processors are running. So I'm going to start playing a movie and transcoding a stream. So there we can see the GPU being used and the process name being the Plex transcoder. So the GPU is being used. So that's Plex set up with the hardware transcoding. So now we'll move on and look at some miscellaneous things, caveats and things to avoid. So now what we'll try and do is to actually run two containers at the same time using the same GPU to do transcoding. You can see at the top of my Docker list I've got both Emby server and Plex both running. And if we go across to Plex on the web UI, we can see there's a movie playing, and we'll have a look at nvidia-smi, and on GPU 1 we can see the process running there. So at the same time on Emby, let's start a movie transcoding, and let's bring back the window running nvidia-smi, and we can see now there are two processes running here, the Emby process and the Plex process, and they're both running off GPU 1. So this shows that multiple Docker containers can leverage a single GPU. So now let's go and have a look at what happens when we run a VM using the same GPU as what's being used by a container. So I'm going to shut down the Plex container here. I'm leaving the Emby one running, but within Emby I've actually shut down the stream, so Emby isn't actually transcoding anything. It's just sitting there idle. So now let's go over to the VM tab and start up a VM that's using the same GPU as what's passed through to Emby. And so even though the GPU is passed through to the Docker container, because the Docker container is not transcoding anything, this VM will start up. So now let's go back over to the Docker tab, then to the Emby web UI, and I'll start transcoding a movie. So we can see that this movie's transcoding in software and playing fine, and that's because the VM has now got the GPU, so it's not available to the container. So basically it's fine to start up a VM that's using the same GPU as a container, so long as that container isn't actually actively transcoding anything. So now I'm going to shut down the VM, and then in a moment I'm going to restart it, and now you can see I've got a transcode going that's using the GPU. So now I'm going to start up the same VM as what was running before, but this time start it whilst the transcode is active in the container. And what we'll see that happens is the VM just doesn't start, the icon keeps spinning around and the VM won't start up at all. But if we go across and have a look at what Emby's up to, it's still continuing to transcode that stream with the GPU, but our VM will just never start. And if I go and refresh this page, click back on the VMs tab, there's nothing here now, because the VM service has totally crashed. And yet again in Emby, it's still transcoding fine. Even if we go to settings and then to the VM manager to try and restart the VM service, there's just nothing there. The only thing we can do to bring them back is to reboot the server. But I found rebooting it from the web UI didn't work, and I had to do a hard reset holding down the reset button. Now there's another problem that can happen that's quite similar to this. It's something that can happen in GUI mode in Unraid. So here I've booted up into GUI mode. and I'm going to open a terminal window, and again I'm going to run watch nvidia-smi, and you can see here on GPU 0 there's actually a process running. It's the Unraid Xorg server, which is now using the Nvidia drivers. So again, if I start up a VM and it's using GPU 0, then it's going to crash my system. So let's do that now. And as you can see, the VM's just not starting up. Let's refresh the VMs page, and again we got the same crash and lockup as before. So again, it's power button time. So what we can learn from this, if anything is using the Nvidia drivers and you try and start up a VM that's using the same GPU, then you're going to crash your server. Okay, so lastly, we're going to do almost the same but in reverse. We're going to start up the VM first, with the Docker container stopped, and then when the VM's running, we're going to go back to the Docker tab, and then try starting up the container that uses the same GPU. And as expected, it's going to throw an error. So this is obviously because the container can't see that GPU anymore, because it's being used by the VM. However, this error doesn't cause any lockups at all, and it's not a problem. The only thing you'd want to watch is if you had both your container set to auto start and the VM set to auto start, and what you'd find in that case is the VM would start automatically, but the Docker container wouldn't, because the VM would already have the GPU. So there's a few things to look out for when you're using this plugin. It's a really awesome plugin, and I'm sure loads of you out there are going to find it really useful. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you liked it, guys, and I hope you found it useful. As always, if you did, then please hit up that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And to all of my Patreons and supporters out there, a really huge thank you to all you guys. It's because of you that I'm able to make these videos. Anyway guys, it's time for me to go, so whatever you're up to for the rest of the day, I hope it's good, and I'll catch you in the next video.